Welcome back to a special Power Lunch, the power of AI. We're looking at some of the industries being disrupted already by AI, and one example is entertainment. But for all the things AI can do, here's Academy Award-winning producer Brian Grazer at the CNBC CEO Summit explaining one thing AI can't do.
Look, the movie and the TV series, Friday Night Lights, that came about because I got cut from high school football in front of 250 kids. And that was a disaster. That was seismic to me. Now, I don't think that can happen to a machine. They're not going to get cut from high school football. And they're not going to feel humiliation. And they're not going to look around the room and look at all those faces and eyeballs that are looking at you and penetrating with penetrating eyes. That's just not going to happen. So they can't, AI can't have the experiences that brings life to bigger and other ideas.
That was beautifully expressed. For a look at some of the ways that AI is still disrupting Hollywood, let's bring in Julia Boorstin. Julia?
Well, Kelly, it's been nearly a month since the writers' strike started, and use of AI is one of the key sticking points in negotiations. The Writers Guild is demanding that the studios agree to, quote, regulate use of artificial intelligence on NBA-covered projects. Those are projects covered by the terms of this deal. They're saying AI can't write or rewrite literary material, it can't be used as source material, and that the covered material cannot be used to train AI. Writers raising concerns that AI is a plagiarism machine trained on published or protected material, and writers won't get the credit and payment they deserve. Now, as for the studios, AI could become a huge money-saving force used to streamline everything from casting to location scouting to special effects and even marketing of films. But actors, ahead of their guild contract expiring, are concerned. The Screen Actors Guild telling us, quote, informed consent and fair compensation in the use of AI is a fundamental baseline for the union, saying performers must be fully informed of all of the details of the intended use for any consent to be valid. And there must be recognition that for performers, their voice and likeness are their stock and trade and must be fairly compensated for any use. Now, I demoed this technology from a company called Deep Voodoo that enables someone else to effectively put on and wear my face. There's another technology from a startup called Wonder Dynamics, which very quickly turned me into a robot and some other different characters. Now, both of those two startups are working not just with studios, but also with actors to make better looking movies at lower costs. But you can see why the potential to use actors' likenesses, if they weren't participating and in agreement, could raise some major red flags. Back over to you.
Julia, thanks very much. And let's talk about that and more in the specific context of the